You done?
Oh yeah. That's the feeling I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Pure fucking exhaustion.
Yeah.
Delirium.
Yes.
It's real thin. 7 miles finish in 1 hour, 1 minute, 8:50 pace.
Nice. 7 right on the dot.
And that is the wrap to the David Goggins 4-4-50 50 something miles.
51.
51 miles.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was the challenge overall?
You know, it's one of those things that's very hard to like, you know, comprehend right now.
Oh, for sure.
Just because you got like a bunch of feelings and euphoria.
Yeah.
Going through your body right now. I'm not sure, you know. We'll settle in like, okay. The weird thing is like, I already forgot about this. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Pack it up. What's next? What is going on? This is Sam Knopf from Sam Get Fit. Check it out with the guys to do well, doing terrific. Sorry if the energy is not as enthusiastic or uplifting as you normally are used to, because we just finished running 4 miles just now to kick off this 4-4-48 David Goggins challenge. In case you don't know what the 4-4-48 challenge is, it's pretty much you run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. And of course, I'm not doing it just to challenge myself. I'm doing it to raise money for the stray rescue of St. Louis. I just want to get that out there to start this video. So we kicked this off today, and the reason why I'm doing it today, by the time this video is coming out, the David Goggins challenge is actually going on right now. It should be Saturday when this video comes out. So I mean, if you're doing it, I mean, keep killing it. I am in the, I'm just entering. It's not a suck yet. It's just okay. I'm easing myself into this whole process. But anyways, just kick that off for the first time. Not too bad. All right. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. So that is the time that we ran the first 4 miles in. So ran the 4 miles in 8:53 pace. I'm okay with that pace. I would love to be a little bit slower, but that's not the case. But I felt good. I'm not straining myself. It felt good while going through that process. So what I've been doing all day today in terms of like feeding, making sure nutrients is on point, is I've not really done anything special or anything different than what I normally would do. I ate the way I normally would eat, which again I think was enough for me to get the day. I mean, it's enough for me to get that day started, or that 4 miles started. What I'm going to be doing onward is what's going to be the most important part. Make sure I'm fueling before I run out of energy, and make sure I'm hydrating before I get dehydrated. Especially that's what I've been told by a lot of people that are in the endurance space. Shout out to my client Tiana for the point. But yeah, that is what we're doing. That is what it's all about today. Today again, I make sure I fed normally. I didn't do anything drastically. So at the end of this video, I'm going to be compiling. Maybe if I want to do this, I'm not sure what direction I'm going to be taking. I will compile what my gear was, what the nutrients and the food that I selected. But at the same time, the next 2 days, I'm going to be bringing you guys along and showing you exactly how the run went, give you like a brief recap, how nutrition is going, how I'm feeling, if something is hurting, what I'm doing to fix it. So if you are thinking about doing this, I'm going to make this video as entertaining as possible. I know it can kind of be boring because it's just, oh yeah, you run, you stretch, you run, you stretch, and you complete it. It's not going to be that easy. It's going to be challenging. Hopefully, you know, sit back and relax and enjoy the suckfest that is the 4-4-48 David Goggins challenge. So what I plan to do right now, as far as, you know, noticing what's going to go on throughout this whole process, is after each run I'm going to do what I call a PMCS. If you are anybody military, it's called preventive maintenance checks and systems. You know, I'm going to do an evaluation of my body, what's hurting, what's not hurting. So naturally for me, a lot of times I know I have like tight hips, and I know typically my hips will lock up. So I know, okay, the main point that I need to focus on is make sure I'm stretching my hips a lot, and I'm foam rolling a lot. My TFL, my hip flexor, make sure they are on point, because I know that's the number one thing that's going to impact how I'm going to be doing throughout this whole process. I'm going to make that a point. So I'm going to go home right now, eat some food, show you guys what I'm eating to recover, chill, relax. I'm not trying to spend too much time on here because I need to spend that time recovering. So that is what exactly we are going to be doing. So woke up this morning also at 213 pounds, and I just want to show you what my physique is looking like. Take a guess right now to see what my ending weight Monday morning is going to look like after this weekend's challenge. Keep in mind, I'm going to be running a total of 48 miles in the next 2 days, and I started right here. And again, at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing you guys, how many calories I consume throughout the next 4 days, how many carbs, type of carbs that I consume throughout the next 4 days, and can sort of kind of take a guess of what my weight is going to end up on Monday morning. I'm curious, actually. I'm thinking I might fall maybe around 209, 208 from 213 this morning.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go. We wanna.
All right, apologies, the audio might be a little weird because I forgot my mic at home because I was rushing, because I was almost late. I set my alarm for 11 o'clock, and my wife just like nudged me, hey, it's 11:45, so I had to speed to the gym, just make sure I got this running, but we're able to get this running. Anyways, it's 1:10. It is 1:10 a.m. in the morning, and we just finished this run. It's a lot slower than the previous ones, but it's okay. That's still within the time that I want to give myself to finish the run. So we finished this run in 37 minutes and 2 seconds at 9:13 pace. So right there. Anyways, so what I did after, obviously, as you guys just saw, after the last run is went home. I had a bowl of fruit and 4 rice cakes. I felt good. The challenge of this second leg was definitely momental, because I woke up and my mental state, mentally I'm up, but my body was just kind of just catching up. So what that tells me is, okay, energy's kind of just getting low a little bit, so I make sure I up the calories a little bit. So when I go home now, I'm gonna have some peanut butter, some rice cakes, because it's just been sitting well, some fruit also, multiple transportable carbs. And what I'm also doing, because I've lost quite a bit of water, what I had in here before I got to this run is only 1 scoop of G1 just to get me going, which again felt fine during the race, during the run. But yeah, so I'm gonna go home, actually fill this water up and put some electrolytes in it because I've been sweating a lot, and I just wanna make sure the last thing that I'm dealing with is not cramping. Pro tip, I think what I think made the impact right now is as soon as I got home, I took some ibuprofen, which helps. I'm definitely sure it's helped because I don't feel my foot feels fine. Of course, got stretched it and use some HYDRAGUN also on them. So anyways, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get some water in here. I'm gonna put some electrolytes in here. Go home, have some carbs, have some fats because it'll be slow digesting. Because before you blink, we'll be back here doing this for the 3rd time out of 2.
To the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
What's going on? It is currently 4:01, so we are getting ready to go on the 3rd leg of this challenge. Physically, still feel good. The challenge is the mental aspect of things. You battle, or you thinking like, should I even take a nap? Because you just wake up a little more tired. You're like, I'm just gonna ride this till like the wheel fall off. But I think those tiny little small sleeps still better than not getting any sleep at all. This time around definitely took me a little bit longer to get full asleep. I was in bed for about maybe like the next 30-40 minutes or so, then I actually fell asleep. So I got maybe like 4 hours, that's 4 hours, I wish. Got maybe 40-45 minutes of sleep, 45 minutes of sleep time there. But we're here, powering through. What we have in here is some InFocus. Just in case you don't know what InFocus is a nootropic from BPN, meaning mental cognitive function is very alert. It's got 90 milligrams of caffeine, so it's equivalent to a cup of coffee, but it's not like a pre-workout that has 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. That's going to keep me up all night, just enough just to, you know, push me through, and I'm still able to fall asleep. This is the second time I'm taking this. I took this the first time before I started this whole process, just to kind of you know, get me going. I didn't take it the last time, but I'm taking it now just because I feel like I need it. So that is what we are doing right now. And the PMCS, you're gonna hear that word, a phrase a lot, is to focus on my hips before I get this started.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me on demand.
So it is 5:06. Nothing a lot. Got here at 4 o'clock, stretch a little bit, and we just finished the run, and the time is, you can see that. Definitely starting to feel the depletion take place. The 2 mile is pretty good, but the last 2 miles I can definitely feel my legs getting a little bit tired. So the plan is to go home, just make sure I get my nutrients up. Exactly what I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna have a bagel, something a little more solid that has a little more bigger amount of carbs in it. 1 or 2 bagels will be good. Definitely keep hydration. I'm gonna lay off the electrolytes a little bit, just want to make sure my stomach is, you know, not gonna be feeling the effect of just taking too much. I've taken, I mean, again, it's cool thing about what I'm doing on this race is, I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not. So that is Nick Bear doing a recap with Jordan, talking about, you know, the things that worked for them and things that didn't work for them. Granted, this is not an ultra marathon at all, but I think there's a lot of information out there also that that's definitely helpful in terms of what to do and what not to do. I've been experimenting, obviously, through, I mean, electrolytes, BP and electrolytes. It's great. I mean, if you are in the endurance space, or even if you're doing like training legs, for instance, and you are training for like a long period of time, so electrolytes definitely is beneficial because you're sweating a lot, so you want to replenish that. But at the same time, I have not taken this amount yet, so, or nor have I done this kind of long sort of stretch of run yet, so I don't want to overdo anything. So I'm going to lay off that, but just make sure I stay on top of water and carbs. That's the main goal here, and definitely make sure I stretch. Overall, I'm still feeling good. Nothing is like, you know, yelling at me. My hips feels fine right now. So yeah, 3 down and 9 to go. Just finished that run. The time currently is 9 o'clock in the morning. Got here about 8 o'clock for the run, and our total time that we finished that run in, it's actually a little bit faster than I would have liked. 4 miles at 8:57 pace. Still feels pretty good. Definitely starting to notice a few hot spots in my foot, my right big toe. So I need to make sure I air my feet out, swap my socks, just to make sure, you know, I'm not setting myself up to get any sort of blisters, because we got a long way to go. So that is leg 4 of 12. We are 16 miles in and 32 miles to go. I'm gonna go home, hang out with the family, hang out with the kids, grab a cup of coffee, not sleeping or napping, because life goes on, man. Regardless of what the challenges you have, you know, you're dealing with, or you put on your, or you bring on yourself, you can't just, you know, park it up and just like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with that later. You gotta adapt, overcome, and evolve. When you have kids, your kids don't care what kind of challenge you're trying to do. Hell, my daughter woke up this morning and was like, hey, wake up, chill sticks, because that's what she wants for breakfast. Of course, you gotta get up and get it to her. But yeah, I'm gonna go home, shower, coffee, and just get on with the day. And I think I'm gonna be running outside later because it's very sunny now, and I think the road conditions are getting a little bit better. So I think the next run is gonna be better, gonna be efficient to run outside. I'm gonna do a little loop around the routes that I've planned out, just to see how the conditions are. Again, the last thing I want to do is slip and injure myself, all because I want to run outside. If the route doesn't look safe to me, I'm just gonna come back and finish and get the next run on the treadmill. But I would definitely love to get some run outside, get some cold breeze on my face, and hit some pavements. Treadmill is good. It's still hard, but it's not as it's easier a little bit. It's not as hard as actual concrete, because you're doing the propelling. The machine is not, the belt is not moving you forward. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling, go home, get my shit together, because before you know it, we'll be back at it. Right. All right, so it is 10:08 and I'm about to take, I just got a shower. I just want to take you through what I'm taking right now. So everything mixed in here right now is the greens, creatine, and the collagen right here. Again, it's been my daily driver right there. And also turmeric, it's good for inflammation, magnesium, elderberry gummies, just because health. And of course, the strong omega that just came out. Of course, if you want to cop any other BPN stuff, code SamuelKFit will save you some money, and everything is right here. So this is actually something that I think it's worth mentioning, just because it's been a game changer and what I'm feeling right now. So my foot would normally be cramping up or some sort of ache on the outside of my foot. So I took this last night after my first run, and I've definitely felt the impact of it. My foot hasn't been hurting. Knock on wood. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point in time, but we'll handle that when we get there. So I took 400 milligrams yet last night. I'm about to take another 400 milligrams with this, wash it down with some greens, and yeah. All right, what's going on? So it is currently 12:09 and we're about to get after the fifth leg of this race. Finally gonna be racing outside. Yeah, it's actually, it's not bad at all. Sunny, and it is 32 degrees, which again, I am super glad. Again, I'm only wearing like a hoodie and shorts. I'm gonna get after it. It should be nice. My IT band is starting to like flare up a little bit, but we'll stretch, see how it goes, and I will see you guys around, because I'm taking the GoPro with me, so we'll see. There's not really much to say, right? Nutrition wise, I've had maybe I think about 40 grams of carbs today. I took some ibuprofen like I told you guys earlier. I'm just gonna see how I feel right now, and that's gonna determine what my next game plan will be. If I feel like I'm too lethargic a little bit, I would definitely start get some food in me, obviously, some hydration also, but right now I feel pretty good. We'll see how that run, and I'll see you back here when the run is over. Just finished that one, just finished that run, so it's a little bit cold, and that is the time right there. Finished in 4 minutes. I'm sorry, I wish I finished in 4 minutes. Finished 4 miles in 37 minutes and 24 seconds, average 9:21 mile pace. The first run outside, that definitely felt good. It felt good to just move your feet and not have some sort of repellent, aka treadmill, underneath your feet. Felt great. Again, I give myself a 10-minute mile, about 40 minutes to finish each four miles, and I'm well under where I need to be without feeling like I need to, like questioning the next race, the next run. So overall, I feel good. Gonna go home, stretch, because it's outside, it might have a little more wear and the impact on the joints and things like that. Just make sure I stretch, hydrate, and definitely I am very, very hungry. So just make sure that I'm feeding myself before I get to the point where I'm super hungry. And yeah, see you on the next clip. Yo, okay, time is it? It is currently, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, 5:01. We just finished 4 miles in 35 minutes and 8:46 pace, a little bit faster than the one that I ran before. And I'll tell you the reason why, because my lovely wife decided to take the kids and come find me on the loop so it can cheer me on. You do not know what kind of boost and morale or that energy it gave me, and pretty much just stood there for each loop that I come around, just the excitement that I know that I'm going to see my girls. That definitely put a little pep in my step. So, which again, maybe not a good strategy in terms of, like, you know, trying to be durable throughout this run, but I don't care about strategy right now. I was just super excited to see my family kind of just cheer me on. It's bitter cold, but again, it's just, I mean, yeah, that, and the tunes I'm listening to, this lap I would call it church service. No, not in terms of like Kanye West and like that, but no, like church service, meaning put on some gospel song. It just hits different. I don't know. And I think one thing I want to share with you guys while going through this process also is that, yes, I mean, it's cool to challenge yourself. I mean, it is important to challenge yourself because you don't want to stay in a state of just complacency. But you want to challenge yourself just because it's a privilege, man. It's a privilege to challenge yourself. It's a privilege to do something hard, because a lot of people are in a situation where they cannot use their legs, they want to do things, they just in whatever situation they're in, they cannot do that. And that's one thing that's that resonated with me throughout this last 4 miles. It sucks, it's hard, but God damn, I'm privileged. I am blessed to do something hard, because the alternative could be something bad, which again ties to the reason why I'm doing this challenge in the first place. I was going to do another video, but I'll do a wrap-up video of why I'm doing the 4 for 48, and I'll talk a little more in depth into the reason why I'm doing the 4 for 48, like the bigger reason why I'm doing the 4 for 48, because of, I mentioned it before, a particular life-changing event. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about already, but that is one of the reasons why I'm doing 4 for 48. Anyways, definitely cranked up because maybe I kind of exerted myself a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go home, foam roll, hydrate, and I think the next one's gonna be in the gym because it's getting colder outside and my hands are freezing right now. And at the same time, it's not that safe around here, just because again, just this run alongside the road, it was not safe. Literally, cars were kind of just, you know, kind of swerving around me like last minute. So rather be safe than sorry, and still be alive to keep challenging and pushing myself. Anyways, gonna get in my car, drive home, go kick my babies, and go hang out, stretch, and I'll see you guys on the next run. What's going on? I'm not sure how much battery I have left, but I'm gonna keep recording for a little bit. Yeah, that was a rough one yet. I'm cramping in both quads right now, and I wasn't even sure if I was gonna finish that, but we managed to finish, and the time that we finished in is going to be we did 4 miles in 37 minutes and 55 seconds at 9:20 a pace, much slower than the one that we did before. So gonna go home. Protein is gonna be a big impact because obviously I want to start some sort of recovery process, plus carbs, foam roll, electrolytes gonna be a big game changer for me, just because I want to replenish as much electrolytes as much as possible. I can't even speak right now. This is rough, and how are we gonna finish it? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm hurt, but we'll figure it out. Yo, what's going on? Okay, so I left my camera at the gym, so I was not able to record much, but it's currently 1:52 a.m. in the morning. We just finished running. How are we gonna finish? I don't know. That one was rough. That one was rough. Yeah, that was rough. I feel like I said that about the last one. I feel like I ate enough, so I came back. I had 2 scoops of protein. I had a bowl of cereal, which I think was not enough. Thinking about it now, which I think played into the the last one. So no cramping this time. That's a good sign. So I'll keep the hydration. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish this whole bag of granola. The total macros on here is 4.5 grams of fats, 19 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein, and it's 17 servings. So I need energy, and I can feel my legs getting like fatigued and tired. But again, I think at this point, there's not really much you can do. Just kind of to, you know, adapt and overcome and trying to make sure you're properly fueled. So I'm gonna eat that, chill, rest, see if I can sleep, because I have to get another one going in about 2 hours. So we keep pushing, we keep pushing.
Yeah, gotta aim for the top like, hold up. Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like rain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. Putting on for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babble if they try to dabble in it, and they hate the fact that they may have
5:16. I was listening to the Chris Jones Power Project on Mark Bell Power Projects. But before that, I was watching a video on 4:48, which again kind of gave me that, you know, nice little kick for the first 20 minutes of the run. Speaking of the run, we finished the run in 39 minutes and 4 seconds at a 9:46 pace. That is where we are at. I am having brain fog. I'm like remembering and forgetting a lot of things, and body wise, everything hurts right now. Surprisingly, my feet does not, my right foot, sorry, that normally flares up, is not giving me a problem right now, knock on wood. Granted, we said like 12 months ago before this challenge is over. It's not giving problems right now. Quad's very tight. My left hamstring is super tight. So normally what I've been doing is try to take a nap in between the runs, especially with the night runs. But this time I did not take a nap, just because what I found out really, yes, rest is good for you, but for me, it's a struggle for me to get up from the sleep. Like I struggle to fall asleep, and when I wake up, it is a struggle for me to actually get going. And I get here, the first mile is kind of just dragging, then leads to the second mile. So I just power through, which actually helped. So I'm excited right now to go home and actually try to get some shut eye, because the rest of the run is going to be outside. 3 more to go. Hanging in there mentally. It's a mental struggle. The physical part, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. But whatever you got to latch onto mentally, it's just, that's what you got to find. And what I'm latching onto mentally right now is just, it's a privilege to be in a position to challenge myself. Like I said earlier, it's a privilege for me to be in a place of, you know, am I gonna finish? I can be comfortable sleeping in the bed. Again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than you or better than somebody else. It's a privilege for me to be able to challenge myself, because the alternative could be, you know, me not being able to use my legs, or me being in the hospital, or a bunch of other reasons. So anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping because I can hear myself talk a lot and I'm just not with it. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Good morning. What's going on? Currently heading over to the track because we are running outside, which I'm very excited about. I'm not running on a treadmill. The sun is shining. It's 30 something degrees outside. Everything hurts. So I'm in a mistake. It's not a calling a mistake. I just didn't want to eat anything after the last run. I just want to sleep, which I feel good. So I'm going to take 2 scoops of G1M right now, tons of stretching, and then get after leg 10 of 12. So the strategy, excuse me. The strategy pretty much is less thinking, more moving. I feel like the more you think about what's hurting, the more the mental games start to like play with you. And I'm just gonna, 1 step at a time, and figure it out. So we're gonna skip this, not skip. I can't talk, so forgive me, please. I'm gonna take this straight to the dome and hit the pavement, and I'll see you guys when I'm done, whenever that is. All right, we got that done in 30 minutes and 43 seconds, average of 9:40 pace. It is pretty cold outside, but we got it done. We got it done, and that's all that matters. There's nothing I'm going to tell you that's going to sound profound. It sucks. You just find a way to keep it moving. Less thinking, more moving. Less thinking, more execution. Yeah. We keep it moving. I'm gonna go home, warm up a little bit, foam roll, stretch. We are officially down 40 miles. We got 8 more miles to go to wrap this thing up. There's no quitting now, especially not being this close. If I have to walk it, I'll walk it. But we're gonna get it done. All right, what's going on? So we are on leg 11 of 12. Getting close, getting close. So just saw me mix the 2 scoops of G1M, which was about 40 grams. So when I went home, I had some egg whites. I had 2 bagels with Laughing Cow cheese on it. Drank a lot of water. That's, you know, about, I'll say 2 hours ago. So now I'm about to have some more just to top me over. This might be TMI for some of you guys. Bowel movement, I feel like I can go right now, but it's just nothing is moving. So it is what it is. I have to stop maybe halfway through and prove myself wrong. Does a bear shit in the woods? I'm about to find out. But I'm gonna take this to the dome. Normally, so right here, I'm not sure if you guys can see. So this is the high school that I pretty much do a loop around. So each loop typically lasts about just under a mile. I have to go a little bit longer, so it takes about 5 laps around this place to get 4 miles done. So this is sort of just looping around. I'm just going to take a different route that I took for the first time yesterday, which was just like a 2-mile stretch and 2 mile back, just, you know, to close it out. And I think the last run I'm just going to do a loop just to close this whole 40-mile challenge out. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, second, why am I yelling? Oh yeah, headphones. Second to the last leg of the run. I am happy to say 11 out of 12. Oh, that feels so good. We'll get to what my thoughts are later. But finished the run 4 minutes, I keep saying 4 minutes. 4 miles, 34 minutes, 40 seconds at 8:40 pace. Get my face out of there. There you go. I blame one of my BPN teammates for this, Casey.
Surprise yourself on these last 4 miles, because the last 4 miles, that is where just life comes at you. Last 4 miles are where you're gonna feel the most alive. You might have aches and pains and things that are not comfortable, but that is proof that you are alive and you can do this. And you are inspiring so many people along the way, your family included, and me. And
but anyways, if you don't, I mean, Casey, I'll put a picture of Casey on the screen. Casey is an epic teammate, epic marathon runner. I mean, she wants to have to get Go One More, shout out Team BPN, Go One More marathon and crush, like, I mean, like ran I think 3:20. I mean, incredible athlete. So hearing that from her, and she's been a source of information, you know, just back and forth. Source of information back and forth throughout this race, and I just want to shout her out. Shout out everybody that's been sending me freaking DMs. I'm not done yet, but again, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm gonna go home, fuel up, hang out with my babies, stretch, and give this last leg my all.
We're done.
All right, leg 12 of 12. That feels so good to say. Leg 12 of 12, and nothing else to do but to do it. I feel like shit. Hey, my family is here. Leg 12 of 12, and yeah.
Feeling good.
About to do it. Cool. Alrighty. Just gonna see you when I see you.
If we take a look way down there, we will see a wild Sam Okinola doing his last leg. So I just got here to help Sam film, and when I got here, what he said was, yeah, after the 4 miles is done, after this last leg is done, literally 12 legs of 4 miles, hope you understand how far that is and how much of a toll that takes on the body. You know, I can't even run a mile, you know what I'm saying? And he said that he was thinking about doing another 2 miles on the track after being done. So dude wants to top it off at 50 miles. I mean, I get it. He wants to, you know, put it all into this last run and top it off at 50 miles instead of being at 48. But dude is nuts for that. He's already nuts for doing this 48 miles, and he's literally gonna do 50. So yeah, should be crazy, and no words.
.2 miles to 6.
I think what he just said there is he's 0.2 miles from 6 miles. So, bro's just going straight to 50. Are we done?
My gas is empty yet.
Wait, you just did 6?
Yeah.
You're at 50?
Yeah. My gas is not empty, bro. You know, when you do like a feat, I'll correlate to bodybuilding terms. When you get shredded, you don't want to let go of that shred.
Yeah.
Because how you feel. It's a euphoric feeling or sense of accomplishment. And you don't know the next time you're gonna do this. Kind of wanna bask in that fuckery a little bit longer. You have to leave.
No.
Let's take it to the track. I want to close it. I want to do another 2 just to double it.
All right.
Why the fuck not?
Sounds good.
Why the fuck not? Ah!
Yeah.
You're a fucking exhaustion.
Yeah.
Delirium.
Yes.
It's real thin. So, 7 miles finishing 1 hour, 1 minute, 8:50 pace.
Nice. 7 right on the dot.
And that is the wrap to the David Goggins 4-4-50 50 something miles.
51.
51 miles.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was the challenge overall?
You know, it's one of those things that's very hard to like, you know, comprehend right now.
Oh, for sure.
Just because you have like a bunch of feelings and then euphoria.
Yeah.
Going through your body right now. But I'm sure, you know, you'll settle in like, okay. The weird thing is like, I already forgot about this. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Pack it up. What's next?
Yeah.
Ultra. No, let's not get crazy now. But yeah, that is it, man. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless right now. But I'm sure I'll go home, get warm, shower. Initially, I was craving like a Chinese food after my wife didn't get a chance tonight.
Yeah.
Because I packed a ton of food earlier, and I'm like, you know what? But now I just want to drink water, man. I just want to drink water, chill, soak in Epsom salt bath or something, just chill. And guess what? I still got clients to check in because it's the weekend. Work don't stop, family don't stop. A lot of people don't give a shit about your fucking goals, man. Life still goes the fuck on. But it's definitely worth the challenge. I'll do a full recap after this is done, just, you know, telling